Okay, now I misspoke because, you know, the symbol for convolution, standard symbol is an asterisk. And this is what we use for multiplication. So, and I even said it's the product of FG, right? And it's the convolution of FG. So I'm going to put a circle around this asterisk when I'm talking about a convolution. Okay? And I don't know what I'm going to do if I have to type the dang thing. Okay? Because we're really kind of stuck. What do we mean by a product? What symbol do we use for a product? We can't use an X. Okay? Now there is a times symbol, but it looks an awful lot like an X. Okay? So basically, if we want to talk about the product, we just write FG with no symbol in between.
Right.
Which is complicated if you're trying to parse an expression that's typed on a computer, but that's a different story, okay? So I misspoke when I called that a product as a convolution. Okay, well, let's look at an example of a convolution, okay? Simple example. Let's just let f of t equals t. I think this might be the same as the example in your book, at least so far. And your book probably gives you an example with 3 intervals from negative infinity to 0, 0 to 1, and 0 to infinity. I'm just going to summarize that by saying as long as t is between 0 and 1, it's equal to t. So your graph is very simple. Okay, the graph of this function is just this. Okay? Where this is 1, and implicitly, because I've got a y-axis there, we know where 0 is. Okay? And then we're going to let g of t just be constant on some arbitrary interval. Okay, it doesn't matter much what the interval is. So I'm going to do g of t equals 1 for 5 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 6. And this is basically the same example you have in your book. I'm just using a different interval here. And 0 otherwise. Now, I was actually tempted to do the graphs of these functions, okay, to show you how that looks and how that works, but I'll do that after I've done this example. Okay. So, here we have 5, here we have 6, and here we have, well, this function. And I'm being careless, I'm not putting a dark circle here or a dark circle here or here, because it doesn't really matter if it's less than or equal. We usually work with less than or equal for some reasons that we don't need to talk too much about right now. Okay? Okay. So, first of all, can you write down the convolution integral and work it out? Then we'll see what the picture looks like.